Hey guys, Darkrai91 here with a review of Dragon Ball Super episode 63. And before I review, as I say every week, if you don't want to know what's going on, please do not click on the video. I know a lot of people are going to be watching the reviews because they want to know what's been going on. They want to see what everybody else's reaction. I know a few days ago, Dragon Ball Super was announced to be simulcasted on Crunchyroll and two other sites as well. So um, I watched it as I do the same way I do every week. Lately, I've been having to watch it live on YouTube. Someone streams it, so I have to watch it that way. But I'm gonna I downloaded Crunchyroll again. I'm gonna check on Crunchyroll, see if it's there. But let's just go into the episode. So this, I will say before starting the episode that this was a Vegeta based episode, and you guys will find out later on. So we get we see that that Bulma, the video, the episode starts with Bulma, but that's not where I want to start it off with. Where I want to start it off with, after the shot with Bulma down in Capsule Corp, we see that the camera angle is moving up. So I'm wondering where it was going, but where it was going to Kami's Lookout, where the Room of Spirit and Time was. So last week I did my predictions for this video or for this episode, and I thought that Vegeta and Goku were gonna train in the Room of Spirit of Time, but it was actually Vegeta by himself, while Goku was still on Roshi's Island trying to master the Mafuba that we saw him practice last week. But by the time the camera hit the Kami's Lookout, the whole room and spirit of time had blown up. Vegeta was training so hard in the room and spirit of time, the roof blew off, and we see that he's sweating so much, he's just breathing heavy, and then we see this sparkle in his eye, like we knew that he was stronger, like something was different about Vegeta, and then he just flew away. So I guess he went to fly down back down to Bulma to see if everything was ready, and then right after that we see Goku looking or talking with Master Roshi. He's holding the Mafuba jar, and it has that Goku has officially mastered the Mafuba. So I'm guessing after they showed him the very first time doing it correctly, he practiced a few more times to get it down even more, to make sure that he 100% mastered it. So then we go back to the future, and we see that Mai is looking for Black's hideout, and future Bulma made this bullet that can kill really strong people. And I'm pretty sure if present time Bulma found out about this bullet, she'd probably make hundreds of these so Mai can use them. So there was only one bullet, so she only had one chance to kill Black. So Mai hides. She finds Goku Black, and he snipes him, and she shoots him in the head. But of course, he's Goku Black, and he's not gonna die because he's really strong. It don't matter what type of bullet it is. He's Goku Black. He's gonna be strong. So Black gets up. He gets mad. He shoots Ki Blast into the Force, but Trunks blocks it. And Black is surprised that, and he was like, he says, "Oh, so you're that strong?" It's like, yeah. Well, he didn't say yeah, but he's of course he's gonna be that strong. So Trunks goes into his new form, and it so happens that we find out in this episode that Trunks can automatically go into his new form, so he can manipulate the form the same way Goku and Vegeta can manipulate Super Saiyan Blue or any other Super Saiyan transformation other than Super Saiyan God. So Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3 for Goku, and Blue he can manipulate. He can turn into any form whenever he wants. And then same thing with Vegeta. He goes Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2, and then straight to Super Saiyan God. So this new form he can manipulate. It's like a Super Saiyan form, like it was nothing. So after Trunks goes into this form, and we see Black Gold Rose right away. So They start fighting, and again, they're fighting in a different area. They're fighting near Black and Zamasu's hideout, so that's why it looks like they're in this rocky, hilly, foresty type areas, because they're fighting the uh, near their hideout. And of course, you see Mai with her gun. She's trying to do something. She knows she cannot do anything because she's immortal, but she's still trying to do something. She's shooting, or trying to shoot at Black again. She doesn't have any more bullets, but she's still trying to shoot at Black. But she's trying to help. It seemed like, besides Yajirobe's, well, because Yajirobe was in this episode as well, but he didn't do as much as he did, a few episodes ago. It seems like Mai is starting to put a little bit more um, episode time in, but Trunks manages to hurt Black and fires the Gallic gun, and it seems like that not Black, Trunks was able to hurt Black in this episode. He was landing punches. He was punching him in the gut. He was kneeing him in the gut. He was doing everything that he could, and then we hear him yell Gallico in Japanese. The Vegeta's normal move that he uses is called the Gallico, but I guess when it's dubbed, it's called the Gallic gun. But we see him use it, and I went to go say, and people that saw my review for episode 63 heard me say, well, if he knows burning attack, burning slash, he now knows final flash and Gallic gun. I wouldn't be surprised later on in the episodes we see him do Kamehameha, because it seems like he has a whole bunch of attacks in his arsenal. But and then later on, we see Zamasu show up, or Zamasu's there, and Zamasu tries to help Black fight Trunks, and it seems like that Trunks is stronger than Zamasu, but the only problem is that he's immortal, and Trunks told us, like, well, I don't care if you're immortal, I'm just gonna keep blasting you and see if you can come back from that. So Trunks is purely badass. This was more of a father son episode, like a Trunks and a Vegeta episode, more than anything. But we see that when Goku, boom, and then later on we see in after the scene where Trunks is laying down, he's got bandages around his body, and Yajirobe walks up to him, starts talking to him, but when he wakes up, he sees Mai, and then when he finally wakes up, he sees Yajirobe, he starts freaking out. But then Yajirobe starts telling him something about Black, and Trunks asks where Mai is, so he gets up and they go to where Black and Zamasu is, and a few moments later we see that Goku, Bulma, and Black, and not Black, and Vegeta show up, and they come back, and they come back from training, and Black right away, Black with no hesitation, Black destroys the time machine, and then because of the time machine being destroyed, the Mafuba jar that Goku was going to use on Zamasu was also destroyed, and they could have used the time machine to go somewhere else and show up, but they show up right behind Trunks while fighting Black and Zamasu, so that kind of ruined it. And then Bulma takes out this this tin of capsules, and she opened, and the first tin, or the first capsule she gets open is a garage. It was like it kind of looked like her office or her factory or whatever, wherever she does her inventions, and she said that she was gonna fix the time machine no matter what it took, because that's their only way home. And let's see, later on, but before what I'm about to say, we see that Vegeta is fighting Black, and Goku's fighting Zamasu, and they seem really, really strong. They seem way stronger than what they were last week. Last week they got their asses handed to them. This week they're hitting harder. They're blocking attacks from Black and Zamasu. and then when they charge up, it seems like their aura is much bigger, it's more bluer, and they have some type of white aura around them. It's no big deal. It probably doesn't mean anything, but they have this. I noticed this white aura around them, and whenever they charged up, they did some massive hits to Black and Zaman. So I tell you that right now. The music was epic. The fighting was epic. Just everything. The fluidity of this episode was 100%. And I'm the type of person that doesn't care about fluidity of episodes unless it's a fighting episode. This was a purely fighting episode. This was 100% the one of the best. Because every time I say it's the best, there was another episode that's much better. But we see Gowasu and Supreme Kai show up, and they show up in the future. And Black was going to destroy Supreme Kai and Zamasu, but we see Goku and Vegeta right away just block it because they're not going to not want to have them die, because this fight doesn't pertain to Supreme Kai and Gowasu. It's against Trunks, Vegeta, and Goku. And Gowasu mentions that he's gonna use the Super Dragon Balls to revive all the people that were killed by Black. Black, alas, and he says, "Well, I destroyed the Super Dragon Balls." So that's a giant problem as well. But we get some more fighting with Vegeta and Black and Goku and Zamasu. But I'm gonna focus on Vegeta and Black, because like I said at the beginning of the episode, this was a purely Vegeta type episode. So Vegeta and Black start fighting, and it seems like that Vegeta has the upper hand. He's just not. He's punching him. He's kicking him. He's knocking him down. He's using him as a rag doll. That's what it seems like. And Vegeta's really pissed, and Vegeta goes and tells him that yes, you may have Goku's body, but you're not Goku. And it's true, because it goes, that's the same thing that happened in the Frieza saga when Ginyu took over Goku's body. He had his body, he has his power, but he didn't know how to use his body to use the full extent of his power. But it was the same thing. She was like, "Oh, you're not a real Saiyan. You may have Kakarot's body, but you're not Kakarot." And Vegeta grabs him by the hair. Vegeta seemed like Broly in this episode, and what I mean by that, it seems like Broly is the type of character that while you're knocked down on the ground, he'll pick you up by the hair, punch you in the stomach, or headbutt you, something like that. But what Vegeta did was he picked up Black by the hair off the ground, and he headbutts him. And Vegeta's very last line before the episode's ends is like, "Well, I'm the prince. I am Vegeta. I'm the prince of all Saiyans." But something like that. Something he used to say a lot in the early episodes, and even the episodes of Blue Saga. He used to say, "I'm the prince of all Saiyans. No one is stronger than me." Yada yada yada. That's what basically he was back to his ways of when he was Majin Vegeta. He was freaking savage in this episode. So Vegeta's last line is that he is the prince of all Saiyans, and then we have to cut to the credit. But I'm shocked by the preview to episode 64, because early before the Trunks arc was started, there was a person in an interview who asked Toriyama, "So why did you make Goku and Vegeta's hair white? I mean, blue?" And he said, "Oh, well, I didn't want to make it white because it would spoil, or it will confuse the viewers of the next person whose hair is going to be white." Next week, we have the fusion of Goku, Black, and Zamasu, the Supreme God. And we see Zamasu where he has white hair. It's Zamasu, but with Goku's hair, or Goku Black's hair, and instead of it being pink, it's white. So the reveal of I guess you could call it Super Saiyan White, it finally shows up next week, even though it's a fusion between Goku Black and Zamasu. But the villain that we were teased about having white hair finally shows up next episode. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a review slash prediction for episode 64, because that preview was just purely badass, just like the episode. So if you liked the episode, because I know a lot of you are be able to watch it on three sites now. I know Crunchyroll is one of them, because like I said, a few days ago, it was told that Dragon Ball Super was going to be simulcasted now, and I rate this episode 100 out of 100. I want you guys to tell me what was your favorite part of the episode. Mine was Vegeta versus Black, and then the preview to episode 64. But leave a like if you like the video. Leave a comment. Leave hashtag Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Share around and subscribe if you haven't. And until then, I will see you guys in my next one.